Justin Prince co-authored a book, Be the One, and he said, leave the world of reaction and go to the world of creation. End quote. Apathy and diligence, what are they? Let's start with apathy. Apathy is actually not a thing. Apathy is the absence of a thing. And that thing that is absent is diligence. So you know those games we used to play when we were kids with the square goes into the square hole and the circle goes into the round hole, the ball goes into the round hole, and we used to play that game as little toddlers. That's really what it is. Diligence fits into the hole that apathy is. So when we are apathetic, the problem with it is that we all want to be blessed, right? I don't know anyone who doesn't want the blessing. Everybody wants a good life and good things to happen to them. We all want that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when we are apathetic, you see, apathy, remember, apathy is not a thing. It's the absence of a thing, right? And if we want God to bless us, when we're apathetic, there's nothing to bless. It's like nothing multiplied is still nothing. Naught times 100 is still naught. So when we're apathetic, we give him nothing to bless and we wonder why the blessing is not there. That's why the Bible says that God rewards the diligent. The blessing is in the diligence. The diligence that we apply in our lives, that's a seed. And that's a seed, and God blesses that seed, and he causes that to produce a harvest. It causes growth in our lives. So we have to give him something to bless. So the reason why God doesn't bless apathy is not that he doesn't want to bless it. It's that there is nothing to bless. God is in the blessing. His preference is always the blessing, but we got to give him the thing that when he multiplies it, it will be a blessing to us and not a curse to us. So give him something to bless. Now moving over to diligence, talking about how to apply diligence. You see, there's a fine line between fear and stewardship when it comes to diligence. And we can be diligent out of fear or out of stewardship. Fear is something bad's going to happen if I don't do this, and then we do it. It's like when you drive on the road and you're speeding and you got to look out for the cameras. You know, where's the next camera? I don't want to be caught. So you're speeding because you want to speed, but there's this tension. Can you see the stress that it's producing? There's the stressful thought. It's a sublime kind of stress or a fear of, I don't want to be caught. If I get caught, I'm going to get a fine. But if I drive in the road out of stewardship, out of responsibility, then I will stick to the speed limit. And guess what? I don't have to look for cameras. I can relax knowing that I'm not going to get a surprise in my inbox of a fine, because it's more peaceful, because I don't have that fear of trouble. So can you see diligence? Diligence is, we can do it out of fear or out of stewardship. Same action, but two very different motives. One produces light, it produces the blessing, solutions, progress, all things good. The other produces fear, stress, death, the curse, trouble, pressure. So when we're being diligent, you've got to realize it's important to ask yourself the question, why am I being diligent? Is that fear driven or is it stewardship driven? Because what's driving my diligence is also a key factor in the outcome that I'm going to get. It's a key factor, in fact, because we might have good intentions, but if we don't have the right motive in why we do things, that can really ruin the results for us. Why shoot yourself in the foot? Be diligent out of stewardship. I've been given time. I've been given a resource. I've been given a gift or a talent, or I've got a skill. I've got these resources available to me. Maybe it's money. It can be financial resource, energy, you give of yourself. It can be time. It can be so many things. Rather take all these resources that you've got and say and acknowledge, these have been given to me. This is what I have right now. I'm going to be a good steward of what I've been given. And I'm going to be diligent with what I've been given. That's the right motive. You can do it in peace and joy. And God looks down and he says, there's something I can bless. And it'll be good for that person who's applying those. It'll be good for you because the motive is right and you're being diligent. So go ahead, be diligent, but do it for the right reason.